When the winds of fall roll fresh down the plains, and trees and grass gather frozen rain, then warriors will meet on a field of green to settle a score, to build a team. The ball is snapped, the play is run, the men fight on till the final gun. The mothers wait, and young men dream about the day they'll wear the crimson and cream.
Rock y'all, non-stop y'all, to the beat y'all, the body rock y'all, so let's rock y'all, non-stop y'all, to the beat y'all, the body rock y'all.
Stadium and Owen Field. This is Oklahoma football.
The largest opening day crowd since the Reagan administration braved record heat to witness the beginning of a storybook season. 106 degrees measured on the field would be rivaled only by the scoreboard operator's burning fingers. OU rolled up 55 points, and the Sooner defense would have its day in the sun as well, forcing 7 turnovers, including a fumble recovery on UTEP's first play from scrimmage.
Back to pass, throws a long pass, has a man at the 45, back at the 50, 45. Heupel gets out of trouble. He still looks for a pass. Throws a short with Griffin. Call it the 28, 20, 15. Flanked on either side, but running backs, lob pass in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That was Trent Smith.
Quarterback Josh Heupel threw for 274 yards and 2 touchdowns, and ran for another.
Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Heupel lob the pass, has a man open. Caught at the 10. Andre Savage down to the 5 or 6 yard line. Here's the draw play. Handoff. Oh, that's a strange play, and it's snowed under. Nowhere to go, and Roger Steffen stuffed him. Sanchez at the top of the eye. Back 3-step drop, quick pass. Intercepted to 35-30, 25-20. He run with it. He's hit, and he fumbles, and I think the Sooners got it. Let's see. Yes, Oklahoma recovers at the 49. Sooners showing blitz. Back to pass. Perez throws down the middle, caught, and down immediately. Perez quick pass, inside screen. Oh, a great tackle. Knocked down is Rocky Calvas. Snap, and Sooners charge in and make the tackle on Rocky Perez. That's Jeremy Wilson. Yes, gives the ball. Sanchez hit right at the line of scrimmage and stood straight up. Roger Steffen really belting him. Handoff goes to Austin, and he goes over the right side and will be lucky to get back to the line.
As the game entered its final stanza, the Sooners turned the heat up a notch on this sweltering September day in Norman. They outscored the Miners 21-0 in the fourth, with all 3 touchdowns being turned in by a true freshman. 19 carries, 98 yards, and a literal baptism by fire. Welcome to OU, Ronaldo.
Still on his feet. He's fighting hard. He's in for a touchdown. What a run by Ronaldo works.
Stoops Sooners picked up right where they left off in '99. Over 400 yards of offense. The Big Red Machine looked finely tuned. The home winning streak increased to 8 games, and this was only the beginning. Another sellout crowd settled in to watch Oklahoma take on Arkansas State on Bob Stoops' birthday. And if his birthday wish had anything to do with his team's performance, it definitely came true. Defense and special teams would dominate the Indians all day, along with a balanced offensive attack. 11 different Sooners caught passes. OU would gain 325 yards through the air and 208 on the ground.
Second and 10, they're coming all the way. Fire upfield, caught at the 32-yard line. Woelfel, and he fights his way up to the 34-yard line. First and 10, the Oklahoma 34. They draw play to Griffin, going to his right, to the 35, cuts the 40, and is wrapped up at the 43-yard line. Shotgun formation from the Arkansas State 41. Heupel, quick pass, caught by Savage at the 35, down to the 30-yard line. First down, good protection. Boy, everybody covered. Now quick pass, has a man at the 10. Woelfel cuts to his left, knocked down at the 5-yard line. Heupel on the 15th play of the drive. Quarterback sneak, leans left, touchdown Oklahoma. Second effort on Heupel. The blitz is on. The short pass is caught at the 25, and Torrance Marshall makes the stop at the 28 for a loss of 2 on the completed pass behind the line. Bertram center is perfect. Give to Griffin on the draw play. Up the middle, 40, 45, 46. Back to passes Heupel. Long pass down for Fagan. Caught at the 15. Perfect pass and down at the 10-yard line. What a perfect.
Norman Sr. J.T. Thatcher's 160 punt return yards were an all-time Oklahoma record, capped off by a 66-yard touchdown.
Gets the kick in the air, this time a better kick. J.T. Thatcher takes it the 34-yard line, Sooner territory, to the 40, 50, 45, to the 40, 35, may go all the way, 30, 25, 20, 15, to the 10, to the 5, touchdown Oklahoma. J.T. Thatcher goes 46 yards for the touchdown, no flag. First and 10. Handoff goes to Adams, spins and tackled behind the line. Cleo Lemon fakes the handoff. He'll run with it. He's chased up the line of scrimmage. Double tight end. Cleo Lemon hands off to Jonathan Adams. Into the pile. Steffen ends the play at the line of scrimmage just about. J.T. Thatcher waits for it. Takes it to the 19 near the sideline to the 20 to his right to 25. Up to the 30 laterally. Tries to get a block and tries to get outside. Does at the 35-40, 45-50 to his right, 45 to the 41. What a great run by J.T. Thatcher. The punter got him.
Josh Heupel turned in another strong performance, 301 yards passing and 3 touchdowns. With this 35-yard strike to Andre Woelfel, Josh tied the school record for career touchdowns, and his career was only 13 games old.
Heupel looks upfield, he throws, it's caught by Trent Smith, 35, 40, 45, and gets all the way to the 50-yard line. Here's Heupel back from the shotgun. Good protection now. He can't, throws the pass. It's caught at the Arkansas State 40, right to Savage, who had to leave his feet to make the catch.
It was only the second time in school history that the Sooners had a 300-yard passer, a 100-yard receiver, and a 100-yard rusher in the same game. Sophomore Andre Woelfel caught 5 passes for 102 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Ronaldo Works covered 107 yards on the ground, including a 75-yard scamper into the end zone in the 4th quarter.
There's a pitch, and it's Works down the sideline up to the 450, down to the 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5, touchdown Ronaldo Works, goes 75 yards.
OU's offense gained over 500 yards, and the defense pitched a second-half shutout. The final score 45-7, and Bob Stoops' home record 7-0. On a day when Oklahoma welcomed back its 1985 national championship team, It also welcomed an opponent that ran the familiar-looking offense of Sooners past. But the Rice Owls soon found out that their offense had only one option: to surrender.
You fake the fullback. Evans keeps it. Boy, Roy Williams hits him hard after he picks up a short yard. The broken bone. Here is Corey Evans down the line on the option play. Pitches back, strung it out of bounds, short of the first down. Man in motion from right to left. Handoff goes to Tyler, and they stuff him. It's third down play and 15. Down the line is Wolf. He pitches. The ball is free back inside the 20, and Rice recovered it, but it's at the 15-yard line.
It was standing room only, now a common occurrence in Norman, as the Sooners got into the end zone on their first two possessions. Sophomore Quentin Griffin scored both touchdowns and would add a third later. On the day, number 22 rushed for 117 yards on just 14 carries.
Handoff to Griffin over the right side. Touchdown Sooners. Touchdown Oklahoma. Well, just a gaping hole over the right side. Mike Skinner and Bubba Bertram. Heupel has Quentin to his left. Gives it to Quentin over the right tackle to the 40. Good hold down on the 37-yard line. There's the handoff to Quentin Griffin over the right side. 20, 25. He's at the 30, and he gets his way up to the 33-yard line. First and 10 Sooners at the 33. Shotgun. Same play. Griffin over the right side. 35, 40-yard line.
Josh Heupel became OU's career leader in touchdown passes with this toss to Josh Norman in the third quarter. It was another 300-yard performance for the senior as he completed an amazing 27 of 35 passes.
They snap. Blitz. There's a pass far side. Downfield. It's caught at the 11-yard line and out of bounds by Savage at the 7-yard line. Third and 17. Heupel to pass. He throws a long pass, has a man. It's caught at the 5 and down. Woolfolk makes the catch down at the 3-yard line. From the 27-yard line, again, the shotgun. Heupel gets the snap. He looks upfield. He throws a pass. It's caught. A great catch by Trent Smith. He's hit and he has to leave his feet as he makes the catch. Fourth down play for the Sooners at the 34-yard line. Need to go to the 31 in Rice territory. Heupel raises up. Quick pass. Caught by Norman. At the 25, 20, 15, to the 10, to the 5-yard line. That was a look in down the middle to Josh Norman. To the shotgun. Back to Heupel. Looks to the left. Throws pass. Down the middle. Great catch by Fagan at the 27-yard line. Oh, man. Third down, 3 yards to go. Here's a direct snap. The fake to Works. Heupel, quick pass. Caught by Mackey at the 35-30, 25-20, 15 down the sideline. And he cut it to his left and stepped out at the 12. The Works is to the right. They show blitz. The blitz is on. The pass is complete by Works to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
The third quarter belonged to Quentin Griffin. His 5'6" frame carried the ball 91 yards on only 4 attempts, culminating in a 21-yard touchdown that broke the game wide open.
Heupel gets the exchange. Gets to Griffin. Left side draw play. 20. Breaks it to the 15. To the 10. To the 5. Touchdown, Oklahoma. What a run by Quentin Griffin. Looked like he was down. No flags.
The Sooners continued to dominate the fourth quarter, outscoring their opponents 38-0 through the first 3 games. When time expired, OU had rolled up over 500 yards of offense again, 343 of them through the air, and the defense had held the highly touted Rice option attack to 14 points. The first 3 hurdles had been easily cleared, and it was time to begin Big 12 play. The 14th-ranked Sooners continued their home cooking with a homecoming game against the Kansas Jayhawks. The entire day would be made up of a series of changes. OU had never trailed in 2000, but that would change early on, as Kansas scored 3 times to take a 16-10 lead. But that itself would soon change.
Heupel gets the snap. He looks down the middle. He still looks. He throws a pass. It's caught at the 25. That's Fagan at the 20-yard line. Griffin on the trail to either side of him. Back to pass as Josh Heupel throws up a middle. Caught. Woolfolk at the 25, 30, 35. Still on his feet. 36-yard line. Only Griffin is to the right of Heupel. Blitz is on. Heupel throws a pass. Caught at the Kansas 46. Down to the 40, and Savage is out of bounds inside the 40. Under center is Josh Heupel. Fakes handoff. Back to pass as Heupel fires a pass. Caught at the Kansas 35 by Savage to the Kansas 34. And Savage to the right. Heupel under center gives to Griffin down the middle. 30. Down to the 25 or close to it. Heupel looks to his left. Pass complete to Wolfel. Kept his balance at the 15, spins. He's inside the 15. Great balance and great run down to about the 12. First down, 10 yards. The Old Sooners trailing 16-10. 7:08 to go before halftime. Direct snap on the shotgun to Griffin. Run left side to the 10. Spins at the 7, to the 5, to the 2. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
The Jayhawks entered the contest without having given up a single sack, but that would change.
From the Oklahoma 33-yard line. Donald Smith, the blitz is on. They can't get to him. And the flag is thrown, and now they got him. Corey Callen's got him, but the flag was thrown and may have been holding. There's a fake handoff. Donald Smith is in. It's knocked down immediately by Roy Williams, who came from the left side that time. Their own 42 man in motion toward the formation. Donald Smith back to pass. He's being chased out of the pocket. Pressure on him, and his flag is down, and he tackled for a loss back inside the 35. Rocky Calmus. Empty backfield. Donald Smith looks up the middle, and he's hit the backfield. They sacked him again. Cody got him that time. Dan Cody.
Kansas gained 284 yards in the first half, but that too would change.
Shotgun formation. Norris to the left of Donald Smith. He's going to run with it. He's tripped up. He fumbles the ball, and the Sooners may have it. Oklahoma, I believe, has it. Oklahoma recovers as the ball was jerked free. At the 18, Ramon Richardson made him fumble. Norris at fullback. To give to Windbush. Flea flicker. Back it goes to Donald Smith. He throws a long pass upfield for Tremaine. It's intercepted by Ante Jones. A great interception at the last minute. The ball was intended for Tremaine Fulton. Ante leaped in and made a great interception. Shotgun formation. Donald Smith back to pass. He looks. Plenty of protection. Throws to your side. And it's intercepted. A great interception on the near side. Brandon Everidge jumped in front of Harrison Hill. Donald Smith looks left. Now he'll run with it. Now he'll be sacked. And he leans forward. He's sacked. He'll lose 3 back at the 46. Corey Klein gets credit.
And finally, the Jayhawks had won 3 straight against Oklahoma dating back to 1995. But, well, you know. Junior receiver Josh Norman caught 5 passes for 98 yards, both career bests.
He lobs a pass downfield, has a man, Josh Norman, caught the 38 in Kansas territory, crossed the 30, crossed the 25, and gets to the 22-yard line.
And that other Josh passed for a mere 346 yards and a touchdown, with no interceptions on 43 attempts. Number 14 also ran for a score, and he was the lead blocker on a second quarter Antoine Savage reverse.
Now the offset eye. Latrell offset at the fullback, and there's a pitch sweep. Now the reverse to Savage, sweeping left. Has some blocking. He's at the 35. He's at the 30. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Oklahoma. On a reverse. Oh, what great blocking on the far side, which was the wide side of the field. Heupel made a great block.
But the name of this game was defense. The Sooners allowed a total of 93 yards in the second half, along with a total of 0 points. OU registered 7 quarterback sacks and 5 interceptions, and J.T. Thatcher tied a school record with 3 of the picks.
Donald Smith races up, fakes a pass, pump fake, then he throws a long pass downfield, double coverage, and J.T. Thatcher intercepts, I believe, at the 33-yard line. His 4th interception of the year for him, and his 2nd of the day. Man in motion is Ross toward the formation. Shotgun. Donald Smith retreats, has plenty of time, throws a pass, intercepted by Thatcher at the 40, and he's hit and down at the 35.
On this day of change, a few things did remain constant. There was another sold-out stadium. Josh Heupel had his 11th 300-plus passing day, and the Sooner defense dominated the second half. Some things never change. It was a rainy day in October in Dallas for the 95th meeting of Oklahoma and Texas. This game always brings a different level of excitement to the season. There's nothing that could prepare a young football team for the walk down the ramp into a stadium overflowing with crimson and burnt orange. Well, there actually is one thing. Bob Stoops can prepare them.
The Oklahoma 43, 1st and 10. Fake draw, pass play, caught by Josh Norman, 46, 50, out of bounds in Texas territory. Beebe has the first down. A man in motion from left to right is Savage, Antoine Savage in motion. Here's Heupel back to pass. He looks, he throws. It's caught by Savage at the 42, down inside the 40. Shotgun again, no huddle. Josh Heupel, 5-man rush, screen play, 35, Savage to the 30, and down to the 29. Josh Heupel under center for the first time today. Heupel backs up, he looks, he throws, it's a long pass, downfield, touchdown Oklahoma! Woolfolk makes the catch of the end zone, a great throw! No flags, and the Sooners have gone 57 yards. One back behind the quarterback, Applewhite, is Hodges Mitchell. He gets the handoff, goes right. He is swarmed as he tried to go right. He'll lose yardage inside the 25. The straight eye, which you don't see much anymore. Handoff goes to Hodges Mitchell. Boom! Well, they just clobbered him. That was Kalmus and Torrance Marshall. 3rd down play, shotgun formation from the Oklahoma 23. The blitz is on for Texas. Heupel finds some daylight, throws a quick pass. Caught at the 29, McGriffin, 30, has a first down. Heupel from the shotgun. Blitz is on. Shovel pass. Complete to the 33. To Griffin to the 40. To his left. At the 45. 50. Down to the Texas 45. All the way down to the 40-yard line. What a great run by Quentin Griffin. Shotgun formation from the Texas 28. Blitz is on. Heupel lobs a pass downfield. And Anderson makes a great catch at the 10-yard line. He's tackled at the 8-yard line. What a catch by Matt Anderson. Heupel may want to pass for it. He rolls down the line. Option play. Pitches to Griffin. He's into the end zone for the touchdown. How about them apples? Savage in motion. Goes to the slot. Now stops. Heupel from the shotgun. Back to pass. Looks. He'll run with it. He cuts down to 30. He's to 25. He's at 20, 15, and slides down inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. Griffin at the top of the eye. Offset eye. Heupel under center gets to Griffin. Left side. Into the end zone for the touchdown over the left side. Behind Frank Romero and Al Basinger. Waiting the deep snap from Matt Anderson, the center for Texas. Oklahoma showing blitz. They back out of there. Applewhite is hit, and they sacked him. Torrance Marshall broke through and makes the stop. Stockton back to kick. He gets the snap. He gets the kick away with the win. Thatcher waits for it. Takes it to the Oklahoma 37. Goes to his left at the 40. Gets outside a bit to the 45. To the 50. To his right. Head goes 45. He's at the 40. He's at the 35, 30, 25, 20. He's to his left at the 15. And he's tackled at the 10-yard line. Man in motion, Savage, or that's Fagan in motion. He gets the handoff on the end around. 25, down the sideline, 20, 15, to the 10, back to his right to 5, and down to the 3-yard line. Split back. Heupel gives the ball up to Griffin. Left side, touchdown Oklahoma. 3rd touchdown of the night for Quentin Griffin. Sims gets the exchange, 3-step drop, quick pass, intercepted at the 40, 35, 30. That's Kalmus at the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown Oklahoma. Unbelievable. As the defense scores, Rocky Kalmus. With Luttrell to the right of Heupel. Heupel gets the direct snap. He looks. He lobs a pass downfield for Josh Norman. He caught it. Incredible catch. Incredible catch. Now he's back under center. Hands the ball off to Luttrell. Gets a block. He's inside the 15. He's down to the 10. He's down to the 8-yard line. Under center is Heupel. Man in motion. Fagan gets the handoff. He'll sweep around the left side. He's to the 5. Turns on the sweep. Touchdown Oklahoma. Same play they beat him on earlier.
When the smoke cleared, OU led 42-0 with just under 5 minutes remaining in the first half. A national television audience was witnessing the most lopsided Red River battle ever waged, and it was far from over.
Shotgun formation for Texas. Applewhite gets the exchange, and a late blitz, and a pass intercepted by Thatcher at the 50. He's at the 45-40, at the 35-30, and from behind he's tackled inside the 25. Josh Norman, back is Heupel from the shotgun. He's got Norman wide open, caught at the 8. He's to the 5, he fumbles the ball, and then falls on it at the 1. Goal to go. Heupel turns, gives to Griffin. Flag is down as he goes into the end zone for the touchdown. The linesman threw the flag. Offside Texas is the signal, and that'll be refused, and the Sooners score the touchdown.
Just as he had in the first half, running back Quentin Griffin would score 3 times after intermission, breaking an all-time school record for TDs in a game. Quentin finished with 87 yards on 23 carries and outscored Texas himself 36-14.
Heupel turns left and then turns right. Saying something now, he gives the ball to Griffin, and he got it for the touchdown. Heupel wanted that for Griffin. I saw his fist go in the air.
Oklahoma's 9 touchdowns were just one shy of the amount of Longhorn first downs. And the 63 points were the most ever scored in this storied rivalry. The victory margin was OU's highest against a ranked opponent, breaking a record held by Bob Stoops' 1999 Sooners. The defense gave up a meager 161 passing yards, but on the ground, they actually came out ahead. Texas rushed for -7 yards on the day.
From the 20, offset I formation. Blitz for the Sooners. Here's Sims. He's sacked. Calmus makes the sack. Sims turns, gives to Mitchell. He goes left. He's back to the right. He's hit, and great play as the Sooners rack him up way short of the first down. Tight end on the left is Jones. Back to pass after the fake handoff. Roy Williams has him in the sack. Sims way back.
The Sooners were 5-0 for the first time since 1993 and found themselves in the midst of one of the most impressive runs in college football history.
Man, I've never been so proud of a group in all my life. You go, man. Honest to God. You guys are awesome. And you showed today what you guys are capable of. All day long when you really put your heart and your mind into it, right? Yes. Your mind for 60 minutes. Could not be more proud of your coaches. Give them one, man. And you guys being willing to prepare all week like you did, take a little extra time and be ready to play. Tell you what, everybody in the room gets a game ball.
OU's first true road game would not be an easy one. The second-ranked Kansas State Wildcats took the field in search of their 26th consecutive home win. But the Sooners had come to play.
Single back now at Quentin Griffin. They're holding it at the 19. Shotgun. Heupel back to pass. Caught by Griffin at the 18 to the 20, 25, 30. First down at the 31-yard line. Same formation. Quentin Griffin to the right of Heupel from the shotgun. First and 10 from the 32. Heupel a lot of time. Now short pass. Griffin caught the 35, 40, 45. He's at the 50-yard line. Josh Norman in. 2 wide receivers to both sides. They have a blitz on. Heupel throws a pass, and Norman catches it at the Kansas State 30. First down and out of bounds on a nice catch, and John McGraw makes the tackle.
Tim Duncan scored the game's first points and would score its last. But in between was a dogfight featuring clearly 2 of the country's best.
Skips at the 6 into the hands of Lockett at the goal line. To the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. Breaks up the middle and breaks free, and he's saving tackle by Derek Strait. 2nd and 8 from the 40-yard line, Kansas State territory. Jonathan Beasley fakes the handoff. Good time. Now he has no one to throw to. He runs with it. Cuts up the field. 45. Has the first down at the 50. 2 running backs behind Beasley. Here's the draw play. And Allen jumps outside left in. Cracks downfield. Gets away from Thatcher, who tries to tackle him with his body. And then finally Marshall ends the play at the 21. Allen wide left this time. Beasley races up. Quarterback draw down the middle. 10, 5. Touchdown Kansas State. Over left tackle.
Kansas State took the lead late in the first quarter. And on the ensuing kickoff, Norman's own senior J.T. Thatcher broke the game wide open.
Toward the middle of the field, the 10 to the 15 to the 20. Cuts to his right to 25. He's up to the 30. He turns on the speed at the 40. He's at the 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. But the man chasing him at 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Oklahoma. So it's still 7-3, and the Sooners will get credit for a 92-yard kickoff return for J.T. Thatcher from the 6 in Sooner territory on the kickoff to the 2. Let's see if the Sooners can punch it in from the quarterback spot underneath. Gives the lot to Seth Luttrell over the right side. Touchdown Oklahoma. Seth Luttrell over the right side was hit at about the goal line and went in. There is a fake crossbuck. Heupel back to pass. Nobody is open. And now as a pass, a long pass down the middle. Caught Woolfolk at the 25. 24-yard line, a flag. Man in motion from right to left is Fagan. There's a fake handoff up the middle. Heupel steps up in the pocket. Heupel running the ball. He's at the 20. He's at the 15. He's at the 14. And K-State sent everybody on that play, and they look like they are this time. There's a 7-man. The screen, inside screen to Fagan to the 10, to the 5, to the 2. Touchdown, Oklahoma. What a great call. An inside screen. Locking in motion toward the formation. From the eye, Jonathan Beasley turns, fakes the handoff. He's back to pass. He has great protection. He pump fakes. He tries to run with it. He's out of the pocket, throws a short pass. It's caught by the test. Lays it after he gets away from Michael Thompson, gets across the 40 and down to the Oklahoma 37.
The Wildcats scored first in the second quarter to draw within 3. They would never be that close again.
Griffin to the left of Heupel from the 29-yard line. Heupel hands it to Griffin. Draw play. Got the first down to 30, 35, 36-yard line. Boy, they had it really opened up nicely on the right side. Here's Bertram getting the center back. Heupel retreats, looks to pass, fires it down the middle. It's caught by Norman at the 31. Gets away from one tackler. To his left to the 30, to the 25, 20, to the 15, and bang, out of bounds. And maybe almost a late hit. And there is a late hit. The flag goes. Double tight end on the right side. Anderson and Smith. Smith in a slot, actually. Heupel backs up, looks to pass, throws in the end zone. Has it to Fagan at the 1. He jumped high in front of the defensive player and made the catch. Oklahoma just inches away from the goal line. Heupel under center, gets the exchange. He goes to his right, and he's in for the touchdown. Oklahoma scores between Duncan and Kempenick. Lockett in motion. Sooners stunning a bit on defense. Beasley fakes the handoff. Plenty of time back to pass. Throws a long pass upfield for Meyer. It's picked off by Roy Williams at the 48. He gets away from a tackler at these 50, 45, 40, 35, and tackled on the far side in front of the center bench around the 30-yard line. 3:37 to go before halftime. Full blitz. Heupel, good protection. Throws a pass. Beautifully caught at the 20. And he juggled it, but he hung on, and it's a first down at the 18-yard line. Heupel calls out the signals, turns, hands the ball off on a crossbuck to Griffin. 15-yard line, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Over the right side, Quentin Griffin.
This 74-yard jaunt by Antoine Savage early in the third gave Oklahoma its biggest lead at 38-14. But the home team had come to play as well, scoring on 2 of their next 3 possessions, and then returning a blocked fourth quarter punt to narrow the margin to 7. Josh Heupel calmly took the field and started to eat up the clock.
As Heupel's in the shotgun, the blitz is on. Quick pass caught by Fagan at the 25 up to the 30, and I believe has the first down at about the 30 or 31. Here's Heupel, the blitz is on. They pick up the blitz. Here's a long pass upfield to Savage, caught and out of bounds into the center bench at the 46-yard line. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Then in motion is Savage. The handoff goes to Norman, that is, coming from left to right, downfield into Kansas State territory.
An errant halfback pass gave Kansas State the ball back with 9 minutes to play. They still had a shot, but the Oklahoma defense, with its reputation as a second-half spoiler, would hold to form. With 7:37 remaining, ahead by only a touchdown, the Sooners turned again to number 14.
He gets the snap. He looks to pass, throws down the middle, caught by Fagan at the 27. He cuts at the 22, a great cut, to the 20, far side of the 15, and out of bounds inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Savage is in motion toward the formation. Now you have 3 guys bunched up to the right. Heupel's back to pass. He looks, he throws. It's caught at the 1, and not in, but it is a first down, I believe.
Tim Duncan's 24-yard field goal with 3:27 to go put the game out of reach. The win broke a 5-game losing streak to Kansas State and gave OU sole possession of first place in the Big 12 South. Josh Heupel completed 29 of 37 passes for 374 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. It was his 12th 300-yard performance in only his 18th game. The national voters were taking notice of the Sooners, and the Downtown Athletic Club was adding a name to its guest book.
Last week I said I've never been so proud of the bunch I like. I'm more proud of you today.
Yeah!
That's an awesome win, man. I could not be more proud of a group of guys. It's gonna get deep, but everybody gets the game. 3, 1, 2, 3. Beat Nebraska!
Well, the good news was that Oklahoma had a week off followed by a home game. The bad news was that the next opponent was the #1 team in the nation. The Nebraska Cornhuskers held the top spot in both the AP and the BCS rankings, and the Sooners had climbed to #2 in the BCS poll. So this was billed as the game of the new century. Sooner fans could barely contain their excitement. Thousands of them lined up the night before for this one. ESPN Game Day was attracted by the matchup, as well as a national television audience. No one could have expected the game they were about to see.
2nd and 4 from the Nebraska 31 in motion, and the option play to the left side. Crouch keeps up the field. He almost breaks at the 40, gets all the way up to the 45 and to the 46. One running back behind Crouch, takes a 5-step drop, throws down the middle. It's caught, first down Nebraska at the Oklahoma 40-yard line. Crouch under center, straight eye, the fake to the fullback. Crouch back to pass. He looks, he lobs a pass, has a man wide open, caught at the 9 to the 5, and touchdown Nebraska.
Midway through the first quarter, Nebraska looked like the best team in the country. With drives of 76 and 91 yards on their first 2 possessions, they led Oklahoma 14-0, but they would not score again. The next 53 minutes belonged to the Sooners.
Here's the shotgun. They did not blitz this time. Heupel throws the pass, caught at the 40, wide open with Savage to the 45, and tackled right there by Carlos Toth. Boy, he was wide open that time from Nebraska 45. Heupel back to pass. He looks. He fires. It's caught by Wolfak. Great catch at the 40-yard line across the 35 and tackled at the 32. What a catch. Nebraska has 10 men within 2 or 3 yards of the line of scrimmage. Heupel, quick pass, caught at the 29, to the 30, to the 35, faking to the 40, faking up to the 44-yard line. Luttrell to Heupel's left, Quentin Griffin to the right. Safety blitz. Here's a pass that's caught at the 48 by Luttrell, to the 50, to the 45. First down at the Nebraska 41.
In the second quarter, OU had more points than Nebraska had yards of offense. The Sooners shut out the Huskers 24-0, and the renowned black shirt defense was ready to raise the white flag.
Shotgun formation. Play clock at 1. Hand off to Griffin. He's down. Touchdown Oklahoma. Under center is Heupel with 3 wide receivers left. He races up, quick spot pass, caught at the 18, to the 20, that's Mackey, to the 30, to the 35, to the 37-yard line in Sooner territory. 6-man rush. Heupel lobs a pass downfield, and it's incomplete. Oh, he caught it. He caught it on the ground. Andre Wolfak deflected the ball away from the defensive cornerback, Deion Booker. The ball came down while he was laying on the ground right to him. Savage in motion. Here's the blitz. Heupel backs up. He lobs a long pass down the middle. Fagan at the 5. Touchdown Oklahoma. Hey, great catch. No flags. He punted 34 yards and 62 yards in this game. It's his 3rd time he's punted. Snap it up. Sooners block it. It's picked up to 6 to the 5. Wolfolk's got it inside the 5. First and goal. Josh Norman blocked the punt. 3 wide receivers to the right. Now in motion is Josh Norman. The handoff goes to Norman. He goes to the left side, to the 5. Touchdown Oklahoma around the left side. Nebraska showing blitz. At this point, Heupel raises up, quick pass, caught behind the line to Norman at the 20. Puts the head down to 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45. To his left at the 40, and he's tackled at the Nebraska 36-yard line.
The second half was all about the Oklahoma defense. Redshirt freshman Derek Strait set the tone on Nebraska's first drive of the third quarter.
3 of 8 on 3rd down conversions. Crouch, straight drop back. He looks to pass. He throws. Intercepted at the 32 by Derek Strait. He's to the 20. He's to his right at the 17. He's to the 15. He's to the 10. To the 5. Touchdown Oklahoma. And a shotgun formation. 2nd and 18. Back to pass. Crouch is in trouble. Chase Penn tackle back at the 22 by George Marshall. High formation. Alexander top of the eye. Fake to the fullback. Crouch down the line of scrimmages. Marshall broke through just to stroke Crouch on the option play to the left. Coming down the line of scrimmage. He's hit hard. He's hit again. And he's tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Allison in first. Crouch fakes the handoff. Option play. Crouch. He's hit in the backfield and can't regain his balance. He backs up out of 5-step drop. Quick pass is caught by Davidson. And he fumbles the ball. The Sooners recover at the 20-yard line. Brandon Everidge recovers.
Josh Heupel completed 20 of 34 passes for 300 yards and a touchdown. And he ran for more yards than Dan Alexander and Carell Buckhalter combined.
Heupel backs up. Four-man rush this time. Heupel will run with it. He comes to it now. He looks downfield. Now he tucks it under his arm. 35, 30, 25, and out of bounds. Great run by Heupel down to the 21-yard line. Gets the exchange. Gives the ball to Griffin. He keeps it. Heupel keeps the ball. 25, 30, and he slides down after the first down to 34. What a great fake. Back to throw is Heupel. Nowhere to throw to, so he'll run with it. He cuts outside. 45, 40, still on 35, down to the 30-yard line. Holy cow. He outran Carlos Polk. He got 17 yards.
OU's 31 consecutive points were like a late-round knockout punch to the heavyweight champion. Nebraska could never recover. The Big Red of the North was now the smaller of the two Big Reds. The Big Red of the South was back.
Balls, boys. I'll tell you what. Everybody's getting another game. I'm telling you something. You guys got a special chemistry. You're a special group of players because you care about one another, care about your coaches. I'm going to tell you something. Your coaches care a hell of a lot about you, too. And I'm going to tell you, I keep saying it every week. I get more and more proud of you every single time. I can't say it. I've been win, lose, or draw in this game. You guys mean the world to us because of the character, the way you work, the attitude you have, and you're a team. It isn't about one guy or this guy. It's a team, and that's how you win. And again, I can't tell you how much I respect you for it. All right, baby, let's get a break in here. Good job.
Oklahoma took its brand new #1 ranking to Waco, Texas for a conference game against the Baylor Bears. Sooner fans turned out in droves. On most plays, it sounded like a home game for the Crimson and Cream. J.T. Thatcher got the scoring started early.
Thatcher takes it, the Oklahoma 42, his left, cuts up to the 45, to the 50, 45, 40, 35, to the 30, 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, touchdown Oklahoma, a 60-yard punt return for J.T. Thatcher. Showing blitz is Baylor, all out blitz this time. Heupel back to pass, throws a long pass for Woolfolk, and it's caught to the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, from behind he's tackled inside the 50, an incredible catch. Great catch by Woolfolk. Here's Heupel on a quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Oklahoma. How about them apples? He gets it back right on the money to Styles, and the kick was almost blocked. Savage almost got it. Here comes to Thatcher. He takes it to the Oklahoma 32. Up the sideline, dodges one tackler, breaks another with the 40, comes to his right, laterally, has a man in front, blocking. Thompson's blocking for him. He's up to the 50. He's down the sideline to the 45, 40, 35, and out of bounds. Mackey left, Fagan right. Heupel with a blitz on, fires a pass at the goal line. Caught, touchdown, Oklahoma. Curtis Fagan with a great catch. Baylor showing blitz. They're coming. Sooners pick it up. Pass is caught by Fagan at the 37 to the 35-30. He gets by him at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Back to pass. He looks left. He throws a long pass downfield. To the 12, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
The score was 42-0. Josh Heupel had 313 yards and 3 TDs on 21 of 29 passing. And unfortunately for Baylor fans, it was only halftime. Curtis Fagan's 3 touchdown receptions tied a 50-year-old school record. The Sooners would gain 516 yards while giving up less than 100. Now 5-0 in conference play, Oklahoma was ready for a trip to College Station. And Kyle Field was waiting for them. Texas A&M had only lost here 6 times in the past 12 years, and the largest crowd to ever witness a football game in the state of Texas would not make it easy for the Sooners. The nation's only unbeaten team would stumble coming out of the gate.
Snap was on the money. Ferguson has the kick blocked, and it's swirling around at the 13-yard line. A&M pounces on the ball. Double tight end, wide receiver left. Here is down the line for into the end zone for the touchdown is quarterback Mark Ferris. With 8:27 to go first period, A&M leading 7-0. Shotgun formation, Heupel back to pass. The blitz is on. Throws a long pass down for Josh Norman. Caught at the 38, to the 30, to the 25-20, and he loses balance and maintains it until he is hit at about the 15 and down at the 15-yard line. He is 8 of 14 on the year. Patrick Fletcher will hold. The ball is down. The kick is in the air, and it looks good. It is good. Here's the snap. Sooners have the rush on. Here's the punt by Skates. A better punt. J.T. Thatcher takes it at the 35. Cuts up the field to the 40. 45. Got 50. 45 to the 40 in A&M territory. And finally brought down at the 37-yard line. Second down, 8 from the Texas A&M 35. From the shotgun, Heupel, 4-man rush. Shovel pass is caught by Griffin. He's at the 30. He jumps over him at the 25, 20, 15, to the 10, and to the 6-yard line. At the 7-yard line in A&M territory. Heupel gets the exchange, back to pass. He looks. He gets away from one would-be tackler. He could run with it, looks like. Now he'll run. Now he throws a pass in end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Great play.
Oklahoma took the lead early in the second quarter, but consecutive A&M scores had the Aggies on top at intermission, 17-10, and they weren't finished yet.
From the 27 in Sooner territory, 2nd and 8 for Texas A&M. Shotgun, back to pass Ferris. Throws it downfield, has a man. Caught at the 8, to the 5, and driven back and tackled inside the 1. Here's the turn, the gift to Toombs, left side. It's touchdown Texas A&M.
The Sooners had never trailed in the second half, and the 14-point deficit matched their biggest of the season. It was time to show what Oklahoma was made of.
Sooners showing blitz. Let's see if they indeed do. They come after him, but they pick it up pretty well. Pass is thrown upfield. Intercepted by Oklahoma. Michael Thompson at the 38 in Oklahoma territory against the 42-yard line. Shotgun formation. Here's the fake to Griffin. Heupel bootlegs it, looks downfield, throws a pass. It's caught by Anderson at the 30, and first down for the Sooners. That was strictly ad-lib. Gets the exchange. Here's the blitz on. Heupel lobs a pass down the middle. Jumping high, making the catch is Savage at the 10, and he comes to rest at the 8. He just out-jumped the defensive player. Not much angle, a little angle to the left. Snap, the ball is down. Here's a good snap and a good kick, and it's through the uprights. He hit it. Second down, 2 yards to go as we start the fourth period. Griffin, an end around. Fagan's coming back to the left side at the 35, gets a block at the 30, at the 25, and out of bounds on the near sideline. Slot to the right side. Shotgun, gift to Griffin, over left tackle. He breaks a tackle. He's at the 15, he's at the 10, 5, touchdown Oklahoma. Quentin Griffin with a great run. Man in motion from right to left is Fagan. Heupel gets the exchange, backs up, looks to pass. They rush 3, fires a pass. Good, 2-point conversion. Matt Anderson makes the catch in the end zone.
A&M would answer again. With 13 and a half minutes to play, behind by 10, Josh Heupel would guide his team down the field in one of the most memorable drives in Sooner history.
Heupel back to pass. He looks. He's chased out of the pocket. Looks downfield, still looking. Now he'll run with it. Cuts upfield, and great job tight roping down the sideline, or up the sideline, far side, and gets the first down at the 45. Here we go. Shotgun, back to pass. Heupel, he looks. He fires. It's caught at the 41 by Savage, and down immediately at the 41 in A&M territory. 3rd and 10 from the Texas A&M 41. They're rushing 3. There's a pass downfield. Caught, but out of bounds. Incomplete. They're going to give him the catch. And, boy, that's one heck of a catch. Great play. Josh Heupel gets the exchange. Rushing 3. Goes out of the pocket, comes to his left, looks to pass, he'll run with it. He gets the first down, he jumps out of bounds. Man in motion. Heupel gives the ball to Griffin. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Now, the Oklahoma defense would take matters into their own hands. Actually, Torrance Marshall's hands.
Back is Mark Ferris, quick pass. Hey! Intercepted by Torrance Marshall at the 40. He goes to his right at the 35. He gets the 30. He's down the sideline, the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
On on the ensuing possession. Trailing by 4, the Aggies drove down to a 1st and goal at the OU 10-yard line. Welcome to Sooner Magic.
From the Oklahoma 4, 4th and goal. Ferris raises up, got time, throws a pass, knocked away, incomplete. Sooners stop him, Ante Jones.
Oklahoma had won the 4th quarter 22-7 and their 9th game in as many tries. Now in the driver's seat in the Big 12 South, the Sooners steered for home. Back in the friendly confines of Memorial Stadium, Oklahoma honored a very special group of seniors. After an emotional ceremony shared by 75,000 of their closest friends, the Sooners played host to the Red Raiders of Texas Tech. From the outset, the Sooner defense was unyielding, and with the offense struggling, they found a way to get Oklahoma on the board.
1:52 to go. Kingsbury under center, backs up, 5-step drop, throws it down the middle, deflected, intercepted at the 16. That's Thatcher to the 20, 25-30, 35-40, 45-50, down the near sideline, 40, 35-30, 25-20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Oklahoma, JT Thatcher.
OU's offense finally got on track, rallying behind their senior quarterback.
From the 6, Heupel under center, gives the ball off, fakes it, rolls left, pass, caught at the 2, touchdown Oklahoma. Trent Smith makes the catch. That's a great fake into the line.
The Sooners took a 21-3 lead into the 4th quarter, but the Red Raiders hadn't made the trip from Lubbock for nothing. A touchdown with 7:13 remaining made it an 8-point game and gave the visitors a chance. But what they didn't have was Josh Heupel.
Heupel in the shotgun. They back out of there. Blitzing from the corner. Pass. Caught. First down by Woolfolk at the 41. Josh Heupel. Back to pass. Heupel throws a pass. Caught for the first down at the 44. Fagan down to the 40-yard line in Tech territory. Heupel looks to his left. Throws a pass. Caught at the 30-yard line. Fagan to the 25. Fagan to the 24-yard line. 18-yard line. They fake. And Heupel bootlegs, passes, caught at the 10-yard line by Matt Anderson, butts his way across the 5 to the 4, maybe even the 3. Here's the handoff to Griffin, right side to the 2 to the 1. Touchdown, Oklahoma! What a great drive.
Oklahoma wrapped up their season at home with a record of 10-0 and became the champions of the Big 12 South. All that remained was a trip up north. The Sooners entered Lewis Field in search of their first perfect regular season in 13 years, and on their opening drive, they looked perfect.
Snap back to Heupel. He looks, he throws, caught by Griffin at the 6, gets away from the tackler to the 10, to the 15, and out of bounds. Heupel's back to pass. Plenty of time to throw, throws, caught by Griffin again on the near side, gets away at the 19, to the 20, to the 25. This time a blitz. Heupel throws, caught by Fagan at the 39, to the 40 in Sooner territory, to the 44. Shotgun. They rush 3, handoff to Griffin on a draw play, cuts upfield to 50, cuts to his right to 45, 40. He's at the 35, 30, 25, 20, knocked out of bounds inside the 20. Shotgun, Heupel back pass, fires a touchdown, Oklahoma. Fagan wide open in the end zone. A 99-yard drive.
But that would be Oklahoma's only touchdown. Tim Duncan added a 39-yard field goal in the 2nd quarter. And thanks to the Sooner defense, that would be enough.
Pogai keeps the ball left side from behind. He pitches on the option, and it's a tackle behind the line. Roy Williams, 4-man rush, back to pass. Pogai looks, throws down the middle, intercepted at the 33-yard line to the 40, 45, 50. JT Thatcher at the 45, to his right at the Oklahoma State 40. He's still going. He's the 35. He's tackled at the 33-yard line. He's back in the end zone to pass. Plenty of time. Now he's pressured. He's hit. The ball's thrown. Let's see. It is a penalty. Rocky Calmas hit him, and maybe a safety.
With 5:14 remaining in the game, trailing by only 5, OSU had a 1st and goal at the Oklahoma 10-yard line. A perfect season hung in the balance, and while they had been far from it on this day, for 4 plays, the Sooners were perfect.
side is Blackwood. That's the fade pattern to Rivers. They throw it up, and it's knocked away, incomplete. The Sooners take over on downs. They were expecting that play.
8-0, perfect in conference play. 11-0 overall. This game was hard fought, but the Sooners were just passing through on their way to Kansas City. The Big 12 championship game at Arrowhead, a packed house. Game day for ESPN at an OU game for the 4th time in 2000. Another national television audience, a rematch with K-State, and another win. The Wildcat offense was throttled for much of the game. Sooner special teams had their way against the team from the North Division.
Sort of what they needed them to do. Oh, the kick is blocked. Sooners blocked it. And getting it is Ante Jones, I believe. Ante will be wrestled down.
On offense, Josh Heupel and company did what they had to do to become Big 12 champions.
Heupel gets the snap. He flows in the flat to Quentin Griffin. Caught the 10. Down to the 5. Puts the head down. Now he'll go under center. It's an offset eye. And Seth Luttrell in motion to the left. Heupel gives the ball, fakes it to Griffin. Lob past the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They're showing blitz this time, K-State is. And here comes the blitz. Heupel throws a pass. Caught by Trent Smith at the 44 to the 40. Split backs behind Heupel. Hand to Griffin. Fake, reverse. Griffin, 30, 25, 20. He's to the 15, to the 10. It's the shotgun. Smith and Anderson, both tight ends, and man in motion from left to right, Savage. Heupel gets the snap. He looks left. He looks right. He'll carry the ball to the right. Heupel runs with it at 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Snap from center. Heupel backs up. Pretty good protection. 4-man rush. Heupel fires a fast outfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Wofoka going across the middle. A great pass by Heupel.
Tim Duncan's 46-yard field goal provided the finishing touch to a perfect 12-0 season and a trip to the national championship game at the Orange Bowl.
Listen up. Listen, we're going to let it die down and we're going to go out and take that picture. Listen, could not be more proud of you guys. I'm going to tell you something. You hung in there like we said. It was going to be tough. You fought all the way down to the end, and you made the plays to win the football game. It wasn't always pretty, but you know what? All year you find a way to win. And I'll tell you what, we're going down to the Orange Bowl, aren't we? Hey, I'll tell you what. Hey, you guys know this. Oklahoma plays dang good in the Orange Bowl, don't they? Oklahoma is hard to beat in that Orange Bowl. And I'm going to tell you something. We can't wait. Bring on whoever it is, right? Let's go.
The first 12-win season in Oklahoma football history. The 2000 Sooners. The magic is back.
Sooner Vision.